Hi guys, I wanted to do this video blog for a while now to let everybody know that all pregnancies are not the same. I'm trying to wrap my head around this pregnancy right now, so that's why I really wanted to do it. I wanted to make a video of what's going on and how everything's different from my first pregnancy. Um, every female's different. Every single female is different. Every pregnancy is different. You can have a different one from your third baby to your fourth baby to one girl from another girl. So that's why I wanted to do this blog. I guess let me tell you about myself. My name is Tony. I'm 27 years old. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada with my husband. I've been married to him for 5 years. We have a son. His name is Logan. He's 3 years old. He's so loving. I love that little boy. And we're currently expecting our second baby, who recently is 23 weeks. So we're super excited. But there's a lot that's going on with this baby compared to Logan. So I'm gonna upload a couple videos because I could only do so many minutes. So I'm gonna tell you about Logan first and tell you what happened with Logan, and then the second video will be about this baby. So let's get into it. Logan, when we first found out, well, first of all, I tried to have Logan for 3 years. I couldn't get pregnant, and when we finally found out, I was at the hospital for some abdominal pain, lower abdominal pain, and of course sickness, and very tired. Found out I was pregnant, and it was 2 o'clock in the morning at the emergency room. So we did all that. We, went through the first trimester, which is your first month to your third month, and of course your first couple months you're going to be sick. You're going to have morning sickness. Some people are really lucky and don't have it at all. I had it with Logan for the first 3 months, so it was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like I was throwing up all day long, but I still got really sick. Me and him also had preeclampsia. Preeclampsia is where your blood pressure goes up and your baby's heart rate goes down. It also can give you seizures and make you dizzy and pass out and stuff like that. So it's a really bad thing to have. I never got the seizures. I never got the passing out, but I did have the high blood pressure. So it was really, really hard. It just was scary because every time I went to the doctors, it was, oh, you're gonna have to go to the emergency room. You have high blood pressure. So after my 20 weeks, that's what it was. What else was there? I had pain, abdominal pain, like I told you earlier. It's pretty much lower. It's like a cramp. It's like a major cramp in your lower stomach, and it tightens up. And then you also get how do I say it? You also get back labor. It's like labor pain. It's called Braxton Hicks. They told me that it happens after your first trimester, and it usually goes away. Well, I had it the whole entire pregnancy, so that was really, really hard for me. Being so little, I'm like 5 something, so being so little and trying to carry all this extra weight and everything was really hard for me, and it just made my labor pains worse. Well, the Braxton Hicks, it's not really labor pains. Then what else was Logan? Just in and out of the hospital, left and right. There wasn't, oh, bleeding. I spotted with Logan a lot. I bled with him a couple of weeks, almost, just spotting, not a lot of blood. It wasn't like your regular period or anything. It was just the little spots here and there if I strained myself or worked too hard. So I had to be put on bed rest for that. And it was really hard for, your first time. You're new mom. You don't know what's going on. I did a couple of researches on the preeclampsia and the dizziness. I didn't really get dizziness, but just the sickness and the pain and the Braxton Hicks. I did a lot of research on that because I wanted to make sure that that's normal. Some women have it, some women don't. Some women are perfectly fine. I know 2 girls that I've worked with that worked through the whole entire pregnancy. And me, I'm currently on bed rest, not bed rest, but just currently staying at home now. I can't do much now But with Logan, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't pick up the laundry basket. I couldn't do laundry. I couldn't vacuum. I couldn't sweep because I was put on bed rest. It was healthier for him and for me. I even had help going to the bathroom half the time. I feel bad for my husband, but he had helped me a lot. Going into labor was hard with me and Logan. I went in at like 12 o'clock in the morning one day. I was 39 weeks. I was having contractions. Contractions are like literally 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes apart, and they last about 2 to 3 minutes long or a little longer. It feels like cramping, but it's really tight, and it's just a horrible pain. And I have back labor too, so it was mainly in my back. And I told my husband, or my dad was keeping track of how long they were coming apart, and with my high blood pressure, they wanted me to go in right away. So I went in right away. And when I went in, I wasn't dilated. So dilating is when you go from this to literally like this. And I wasn't at all even little. I wasn't even dilated even 2 centimeters. So they were worried that I was, and my wasn't going to dilate, and my blood pressure was going up. So they were going to not induce me, but like, because I was already going through labor, but try to get me to dilate and get things going and break my water and do all this stuff. So with all that happened, I went to a teaching hospital. It's where all the doctors come in at once, so they're doing everything that they can, like step by step, to tell you exactly, or to show the other doctors, okay, well, we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do that. So anyways, we had pills put in, and these little pills were they're tiny, but they put them in pretty far to loosen the membrane and to make you dilate and get bigger. They did that about 3 times every 3 hours. And then it was a different doctor every single time. And they also put like a cream down there. The one part that did work, though, was a balloon. I know it's funny because we were talking about this today. The balloon they put in, it goes in your vagina. You'll hear me say vagina, or no, because the vagina just sounds so dirty. So one in your no and one outside of it, and they literally fill it up with water to expand you. And as they were doing that, my contractions became worse and longer. And so they told me that they wanted me to go to the restroom so they can give me another pain med, not the epidural, because you had to be like 7 centimeters to get the epidural. And that's one thing I did get. I was willing to get that, and I wanted that, but it's not for everybody. So if you want to get the epidural, I would suggest looking it up, looking at exactly what happens with the epidural and how it reacts to your body. But they wanted to give me this other pain med. I'm not quite sure what it was, but it made you feel like you were drunk, and you couldn't really move after you had it because they don't want you to slip and fall. So the nurse asked me to go to the restroom. Well, on my way to the restroom, my balloon got stuck in the bed because the bed breaks apart to put your legs up and everything. So the balloon was stuck in the bed, and from the balloon being stuck in the bed, I kind of got stuck or whatever. And the nurse came over. She asked me if I was okay. I was perfectly fine. My husband even asked me. I guess Logan was on my left side, just huge on one side, and like the other side was concaved in. Like, my husband explained it really well today, that it looked like a vacuum sealed bag, like when you vacuum seal the meat, and like all the meat's fine and bunched up, but everything else is all synced in. That's what it looked like, he said. And so anyways, I got off the bed finally, was going to the restroom, but I had a contraction. I remember grabbing the chair that was there. My husband's rubbing my back and holding onto my hand, and as I was breathing through the contraction, my water broke, and I thought I had to go to the restroom. So I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I peed all over your shoes. my husband was wearing Converse, so you know the Chuck Taylors, really skinny ones, and they were brand new too. So yay, one for me. But it was scary because I didn't know what it was, and it was a lot of water. I mean, a lot of water. And I told him, I was like, I'm so sorry I peed all over your shoes. And he said, no, 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 it's okay. It's, you know, it's fine. It's your water. And so after that, the whole process was the water breaking, and I was starting to dilate. Um, I went into the delivery room, and when I was in the delivery room, Logan was still stuck on that side. He wasn't breached, which breaches where your feet come first before your head. He wasn't breached. So he was literally just stuck on that side. So they had to move him. So this lady came in, a nurse, stuck her hand from her whole hand to her elbow through my no-no and literally turned Logan to the middle to get him to come out. And that's fine. That was okay. I was in pain, but they did that. I believe I had the epidural already, which is literally a long needle. So like I said, do your research. I'll put some websites up too. But that happened. Then it all became fun, pushing Logan out and having the baby, and my husband was there, my dad was there. I suggest having at least 2 people with you, one to take care of you and one to take care of the baby, to take the pictures and do whatever else with the baby. Just one to literally take care of you and wipe you down, help you breathe, remind you to breathe. I plan on having 2 this time. So, but that was Logan's story. Logan, when it happened, I didn't tell you, it was 31 hours of labor. So if you plan on going to the hospital or whatever, try to eat something a little quick, real fast. I didn't eat that whole entire time. So try to eat something, try to drink something. It happens. A lot of people just go in there and just have the baby just like that. Me, I had him 31 hours later. It was pretty weird, pretty scary. But like I said, I'm going to upload a couple more videos. The time's running out, so I'll upload another one about this baby and tell you exactly what's going on with this baby and compare them to. So, thank you guys for watching. Bye.